Welcome to the Indatrashpodcast, a variety podcast where we talk about sports, news, entertainment, culture, gaming, and pretty much anything else I feel like. I'm your host and worst best friend, Ramboss and the man to my right, who is always looking at the world through a glass half full, MikeEhle. What's up, dude?
What's going on, man? Chilling? Excited to talk to you about this week.
Sounds good. Cue the intro. All right, so Mike, I have to ask you.
Yes.
What's the deal with the faded weird cowboy hat thing you got going on?
This is my float trip hat, man. I missed the float trip this week. We actually did. Me and you both did, but we had priority. We had to get our priorities straight. It was bachelor party, wedding. We can't make all three, but this is my hat that I always wear on float trips, man. And I'm rocking it all week, man. I wore it to the pool this past weekend.
You've worn that one multiple times?
No, I just started last year.
I was going to say, I was like,
usually I wear the boonie hat.
I don't remember the one.
Yeah, usually I wear the boonie hat, but no, this is going to be my new. I don't even know where I got this thing. I don't know if I just.
I think you found it.
Yeah,
Didn't you find it? I think you found it at like the float trip.
It looks like something I would find.
Because I remember that hat just appearing over there, and then all of a sudden it was like your hat, and it was just like, all right, well, I guess this is his hat.
I guess so. I don't even, like I said, I don't think I would go to the store and be like, I need that hat. This looks like a hat that you always find, just beat up, somebody fucking
exactly, just kind of
shit
there
in it or something. But yeah.
But
I like this little hat, I'm pretty sure. That's a great float strip hat.
It looks good. I apologize if you guys can hear my dog crying in the background. He's very, very upset about Mike's hat.
Yeah. He just wants to be loved. He wants to go on a float trip, just like that one dog that they saw again on a float trip.
Yeah, they saw the dude with the goggles again.
Yeah.
I can't remember his name. They told us his name last year, but I don't remember it. He was a good boy. He was a very, very good boy.
They had a blast, though. That could have been us.
I am jealous.
I'll be there next year.
That was the Missouri crew again. So for those of you keeping track of our lives, which I highly doubt anybody is, but
yes,
if you are,
I'm telling you.
if you are, those are the same Missouri guys who went on the bachelor party with, and they all went down the river floating this year, which is something that we tend to do almost every other year, right? We go with them on this float trip.
I'm try to go every year now, though. Now that I found an easy way to doing it.
I can't. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see. I would love to make that. Like, the float trips are stupid fun. So for those of you out there who want to do it,
I had somebody just question the other day, do you prefer the lake or the beach?
Yeah. That was me.
To me, man, it's like my answer was, I prefer the lake because it's more nature to me. Like, beach is just sand and water,
Yeah. No, I agree. I definitely am more of a lake person too. I like the fact that you can go to different lakes and you can pretty much just spend all day out there and not really have to worry about the sun killing you or anything like that.
You don't get beat down.
Like, it's not as exhausting as the beach. I feel like the beach is just fucking it's rough. That is a rough place. But some people they will spend all day, every day at the beach, and that is just not me.
My son can spend all day at the beach.
Why? What is so great about it?
He gets in the water. He goes out there too. He goes out there fucking. I don't know if the riptides bring him out there or whatever. But I was like, stop doing that shit. You're scaring me.
It's dangerous.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, he's all the way out there.
Have you ever been pulled out by a riptide?
In Rio.
Oh, you did? You have?
Yeah.
Oh,
but
damn.
not that far.
Did you survive? I'm just kidding.
Nah, it was close. My buddy had to give me CPR, but we made.
No, did he really? Or were you kidding?
No, I was just.
Oh, I was about
making
to say.
out with a dude. Really, I wasn't getting CPR.
It's good times. Good times.
No, but fuck it out because it was funny because we were in Rio and we were playing football with the locals on the beach.
Yeah.
And the football goes into the water, and my buddy goes out to get it. It took him about 5 minutes to get back. I'm like, man, stop fucking around, grab the football, and let's go. Because it felt like the shit was just knee deep. Like, you could have just stood up. But all that shit was strong, man. It just kept on pulling you back and back. And then when you go underwater, it just tumbled you in the water. This shit was crazy.
Really?
Yeah.
So the thing is with those riptides, right? This is from what I understand about them, is that they'll pull you out, and you should not swim towards the coast. You swim parallel to the beach.
Until you don't feel it no more.
Until you get out of the riptide.
Yeah.
And you can physically feel it pushing you away.
Yeah.
but that's how you survive them, because people die when they get exhausted.
They just had some,
swimming back.
I think 2 people died this past week in Panama City.
From a riptide?
Yeah.
Oh, damn. That's kind of crazy.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I'm sure it happens like quite often.
I
It's
always,
just something we don't really hear
remind my
about.
kids every time we go to the beach. I always remind about that riptide thing, because a lot of people just don't think about it.
Yeah. There was a video I saw of this lady. She was at the beach and they had flags on the beach, and there was like a double red flag or something like that was out. And next to the flags, there was like a legend that says, hey, this is what the flags mean, right? And she obviously ignored those fucking flags. And her kid, like, she was letting her kid play in the water, and the kid just was like getting pulled out to the ocean.
Yeah.
And her husband were like, they were like pulling shit out of their pockets and like doing all this stuff and making sure like the phone didn't have sand on it while this kid is just getting pulled out to sea.
Yeah.
And I was like, bitch, just fucking get in there and save your kid.
Shit
Fuck
on the
your
fucking
stuff.
towel. Let's go, man.
Yeah, who cares? Like, your kid is about like literally seconds matter and stuff like that, you know?
Yeah.
So
Jesus.
yeah, I was just thinking, I was like, this dumb fucking broad and her fucking dumbass husband like are gonna like potentially let this kid drown in order to what? Protect your fucking cell phone
We
and
had
keys?
that a couple years ago. We were in Galveston, Texas, at the beach over there. And like you start, like when you go out to the beach, you play, you feel yourself like you get drifted like that way. You don't go out in the deep water, but sometimes you just get drifted down the coast. And then so it was probably we were on the beach for probably about 4 hours. Then this dude comes over. He's like, hey man, have you seen my kid? He comes, so we're like right here. He's to like the right of us, and the water's taking you that way. So he comes this way, like, bro, you might want to walk down that way because that's the way the water's taking. Yeah. Sure enough, he found his kid down that way.
That's where the kid was.
Yeah.
Damn. Dude, speaking of kids and beaches, there was, so I went spearfishing, right?
That what you call catching kids?
So, do you know what spearfishing? You know what that is?
That's when you throw spears at fishes.
Yes and no. So you don't throw them, you shoot them. There's like a giant fucking, like, it's like a cross. It's basically a harpoon gun, yeah. But it's a spear, right? It's not necessarily even small. It's a pretty long spear, but you attach it to this basically underwater crossbow is what it looks like, and you shoot the fish, right? So we were in San Diego. It was me and a bunch of people from CF Division, right? So it was me, my buddy Leitz. There was this dude Rivera. I want to say Rost went, Donovan. And I can't remember who else, but I think a couple other people went. But anyway, we went out to sea, and we all had to rent all this gear, right? And we had wetsuits, right? Like thick wetsuits, and they give you weights so that way you actually like sink under the water.
You sink, yeah.
And they tell you when you're at the place renting this gear, they're like, okay, hey, these are the fish you can kill. These are the fish that if you shoot, you'll fucking like, you'll go to jail, right? Like these are fucking like serious, like these fish are going extinct. Like don't fuck with these fish.
Yeah, you're endangered fish.
So, yeah, these are endangered fish. So what the fuck happens? We go out to sea, and I'm out there, and we're out there for a while, right? And I see one of these endangered fucking fish, right? Yeah. And I'm like, oh, that's fucking. And in my mind, I'm like, oh my god, this is so rare, right? So I go up to swim up to the. Way to ruin my fucking story.
Man, I could just feel like it. And was it that person too? I could feel all the Donovan moves.
That was 1,000% what happened. Basically, he goes up to this fucking thing, and dude, he literally pokes it with the spear gun. Like this is why it's fucking endangered. This thing has no fear of anything. It is the dumbest fucking fish. He stabbed it. He like poked it. It didn't do anything, and then he just blasted the fucking thing. The cool part about it was there's a bunch of seals like swimming around you while you're doing this. Yeah. So Navy seals. Navy seals. It was Elkins. No, but there was some seals like they swim around you, and I'm pretty sure it's because people give them food. Like they understand like that area is spearfishing, and that people give them fish. So literally, he took the fish off his little fucking hook thing, and they gave it to the. So we didn't go back with any fucking endangered fish. Exactly. Not getting in any trouble. But that's not this point of the story. Basically, that was a little sidebar of it. The story was, I ended up getting a cramp in my legs, right? So I was like, fuck, I'm dying over here, right? So I was like, I got to go back in.
You should have drank the salt water.
So, oh yeah, perfect.
Yeah.
So I started swimming back in, but by this point we were so far from where we originally started because the water had pushed us down while we were under the water. We didn't realize how far down the beach we actually ended up. So I swam my happy ass back to the shore by myself. Fucking goggles, snorkel, spearfish, wetsuit, fucking weights around my waist.
Yeah, no
and
fish.
I come crawling. Dude, no fish. I come crawling out of the fucking water, like, coming all out like fucking Navy SEAL out of the water.
Yeah.
And what do I swim up to? I'm at like this kid portion of the beach, like a park full of children.
That's what I'm talking about.
I come out of the water holding this fucking spear gun, and all these parents are just looking at me like, what the fuck? This guy is crazy.
Spear gun, weight. The fuck you been doing?
Exactly. Like, what is this guy doing? What's he gonna do to our kids? It looked like I was hunting some fucking
no
children.
sharks in the water. You're welcome.
It was so stupid. I remember like them all looking at me like, this man is gonna kill our children.
Where is this at, on Coronado Island or so?
It was in Coronado, yeah. It was in Coronado.
'Cause I know they got that paddleboard area over there.
That shit was fucking hilarious. But yeah, so
I didn't know they had
that was it.
Spear shit over there.
Spearfishing. Yep, spearfishing.
I did not know that.
Was it No, it wasn't Coronado. It was La Jolla.
Okay.
It was out in La
because
Jolla.
they have a lot of seals out there.
That's where the seals are. Yeah, because I remember I was like, the seals were in La Jolla. So yeah, that's where it was. And actually, I remember my boy Leitz, he almost drowned that day. Like, he actually got
by
pulled.
A seal. That'll happen. You gotta give him fish. You gotta give him
very
fish.
attractive. That's what calms their nerves.
Exactly.
Yeah, but no, he got I don't know exactly what happened because I was fucking, I was
You're playing with kids.
attempting to murder the children, apparently.
Exactly.
All I know is that he came back and everybody was talking about like, fuck man, like he had to ditch his weights around his waist because he couldn't swim back up with the weights on him.
Yeah.
So he was like, he was having a really rough time. So he had to ditch those. And he said he almost drowned. He got pushed against like the rocks over there and shit.
Yeah.
So like it was bad. But luckily everybody, made it back alive and we all had some stupid ass stories.
Everybody made it back alive.
We had a couple fish.
Oh,
dude, the kill was, we didn't talk about that one.
Yeah.
That was a ridiculous time. But yeah, we were like, those fish are so stupid too. Like, man, I remember that. I was just like, why is it not moving? And he just like poked it. And then he just like looks at he's like, plow. Fucking point blank.
I saved you,
But
Nick.
That's it.
That'd be rocket too. I saved you.
Have you ever been snorkeling? Like, you ever do any snorkeling shit?
Yeah, I went to
anywhere
Great Barrier Reef, man.
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, I'm out here.
Yeah. It's not so great anymore, though.
No, it wasn't
Like,
great.
Yeah. Well, I'm saying now it's not. Like, I don't know how it was back then. But yeah, no, it's all bleached and shit. Like, it's dying pretty fast.
Oh, no, that's right. It is, isn't it?
Yeah, it's because the water's getting hotter.
Man, it sucked too, because we went snorkeling over there, and they offered us, like, hey, man, anybody want to go scuba diving? And I was like, man, fuck that shit. I ain't paying another cent. It was another $75. And I was like, damn, I should have took that opportunity and go snorkeling over there.
That would have been pretty cool.
That's when I found out the word dingleberries. I didn't know dingleberries was a universal word.
Is it a universal word?
Well,
for the
they
same
know what
thing?
it means in Australia.
Like dingleberries, like an actual dingleberry.
Yeah.
Okay, tell everybody what a dingleberry is. I think I know what it is. I'm pretty positive I know what it is.
The shit gets stuck in your ass hairs.
Oh, okay, yeah, okay. We're thinking the same thing.
See, I didn't know.
Yeah.
It was like, I didn't know that it was universal like that. So me and my buddy, we sitting there getting our wetsuits on to go snorkeling at the place inside the boat. And my buddy's like, hey, look, he's like, I got a camera. And that's what he got an underwater camera. I said, it's good, man. I said, I've been saving my dingleberries so all the fish will be around me. And that lady at the counter looked at me in disgust. I was like, you know what that shit means? She's like, yeah. So I'm like, my fault, man. I'm just joking.
She's like, no, we're not renting to this guy.
But I'm naked up under here.
So with the wetsuit thing, I don't know if this is true or not, but they actually said if you pee in your wetsuit, it warms you up.
Yeah,
and it keeps you warmer. Like actually, that's an actual thing. Like the whole pee. I wasn't sure if that was just like a fucking trick. Like they were telling me, like, oh, piss yourself.
No, we used to do it all the time at Great Lakes.
Oh, okay. Like so, it's actually real.
So
okay, I don't feel too bad.
We just piss on ourselves and
and like just chilling it.
It activates the heater or some shit like that.
Oh yeah, it activates the heater in the wetsuit.
We don't piss on ourselves. When you pee, it activates the heater.
That's what it does. All right. Well, I'm glad you clarified that.
Yeah.
The best place I ever went snorkeling, that I can remember anyway, was in Guam.
Cozumel.
Guam. I didn't go snorkeling in Cozumel.
Cozumel was nice.
Yeah, Guam was really pretty. It was there was that one fucking beach over there. I can't remember what the hell it was called.
Gab Gab?
Gab Gab. Yeah, it was Gab Gab. So yeah, I swam out in Gab Gab.
Gab Gab was scary.
Dude.
That bitch had a drop off.
It has a huge, yes, exactly. That huge drop off that right out there.
Scary.
So I was swimming down there, like by the drop off, like following it. And I saw a fucking sea turtle, dude. Like in the ocean, a sea turtle. Big ass fucking turtle. And I was like, this is the coolest shit. And it was just swimming down into the darkness, like darker and darker. Like,
you should have followed.
Yeah, that would have been great. With me and my snorkel.
Exactly.
But yeah, no, I turned around. I remember I was coming back and I was like looking at the coral, that shit that was there. And what do I see? Like just staring me in the fucking face when I'm like looking into the corals? A fucking eel.
Oh, I thought it was the endangered fish from fucking La Jolla.
I'm back, bitch.
Yeah, what's going on now? Where's your gun at, bitch?
It was just this fucking goofy ass eel just staring me in the face. And I was like, because they like come up, but they're like looking at you. They legitimately like look at you. Their mouth is kind of open. It's so fucking weird looking.
Yeah.
And they're very, I don't know. They look so stupid to me. But yeah, I was like, I'm not fucking with an eel. So I fucking got out of there. But it was beautiful. I thought it was actually a beautiful little beach.
Shit's scary, man. That drop off.
But it is.
I didn't fuck with that drop off.
Yeah, but I mean, what is it? It's not like it sucks you down.
I don't know. I don't know what's down there.
You just swim over it.
Yeah. I don't know what's down there.
You just get sucked off down there.
That could have been a fucking whale's mouth, and I just didn't know about it. I'm just fucking walking into it.
All right. So I don't even remember what the hell we were talking about.
My hat.
What was the whole point of it? Oh yeah, your hat.
And then I brought up lakes over beaches.
That was it. Yeah. So anyway.
Lakes.
What do you guys choose? Lakes or beaches? Which do you prefer? We'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below.
And the long reason why.
Yeah. Hey, so did you hear about I'm sure you have. Everybody's heard about this girl by now. The Tuah girl.
Man, hell yeah, I believe in her too.
Yeah, dude, she's very pretty.
Yeah.
Like she's very, very pretty.
And now she's about to be very rich.
Well, it's kind of. But it's not for... At least not at this point. I'm sure she might do this. She might go into the OnlyFans thing. Who knows? She would be fucking loaded if she did.
I know they're starting with the merchandise.
Yeah, she's doing a merchandise thing. Yeah. So she's working with a company called Fathead Threads out in Tennessee. And I don't know if that's where she's from or not, but regardless, she's working with them and they're selling hats right now. And she's signing the hats.
Yeah, I saw
it. I want to buy one. It's only $50. So I was like, and the hats say Tuah 24.
Man, that'd be a good hat to wear on a slow trip.
Right? I was like, I really like that hat. It says Tuah 24, and then it says spit on that.
That ain't bad for a trucker hat for $50.
No, and it's a leather fucking patch on it, right?
Yeah.
And I'll put a picture of it up. Like it looks really cool. And so it says Tuah 24, and then it says spit on that thing on the bottom. And then she signs it, which I don't really care about the signature or nothing. But it was just like, it's kind of funny to be like, yeah, this is the Tuah girl.
Yeah,
you know, but yeah, she's doing all right for herself because
go for about $35 to $40. I mean,
yeah, exactly. So 50 for one for whatever. Fuck, I don't mind supporting her. I think she's pretty cool.
I like. Did you see all the questions she answered?
No,
so there's
she
like
answered
3 things like
during the interview.
Shout out to somebody. She's like, "I love you, Pookie," and you knock the cobwebs off this thing or some shit like that.
I didn't see that. No.
Yeah. She said, I think those 2 things and then Tuah.
Tuah was the last part?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. No, I've literally only ever seen the Tuah.
Yeah, she got like 3 little clips out there.
Oh, okay. Well, I know she says she's like, a spit on that thing.
Yeah.
And then something else that happened, which reminded when I was listening to that, there was a dog.
Boots. Oh.
What? Shiny boots. Oh, yeah. Shining the boots in boot camp.
You got to spit on that thing.
There was a dog who won ugliest dog in.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Of the year.
Some little black dog.
He's hideous as fuck, but his name is Wild Thang.
Yeah.
So when I saw spit on that thing, I was like, oh shit. His name was Wild Thing.
Damn.
Yeah, so I was like, oh shit. And it just kind of made me think of the two of that. Oh, that's pretty cool. But I think, like I was saying with the Hawk Tuah chick, I think she's gonna make some money off of this, hopefully. Like, I genuinely hope she makes some cash after this. There was a rumor going around that she was
spitting on different things.
Dude, even if that's all she does, she's still gonna make a lot of money. Like, oh, imagine if she was like one of those people, you know, remember how they like sold their farts in jars or whatever?
Yeah.
If she sold a fucking spit.
Just spit
Literally,
on
it's Hawk Tuah. Make a video of her doing Hawk Tuah and spitting into a jar and selling that to somebody for fucking $200. Yeah. People would buy that shit. I'm not saying I would.
Yeah.
But I mean,
if she does the hat, she does shirts. I think she has a little fan base.
Yeah, exactly. She has a decent little thing going right now. And even if like this is like, you know, a 15 minutes of fame kind of deal, I mean, who knows? And she could possibly do the same shit that what the fuck was her name? Cash Me Outside girl. Remember her? The same shit that she did. That Cash Me Outside girl is worth like $150 million, dude.
I don't say. Somehow she got followers. And this girl's better than her, I think.
Yeah, well, the Cash Me Outside girl got rich off of OnlyFans. Like, literally, like, that was what blew her up.
Oh, really? I didn't know she had OnlyFans.
Yeah, she's got OnlyFans, and it fucking just exploded. So, that's, like, her fucking thing. But if this girl did the same thing, and I'm not even saying, like I said, she doesn't have to fucking show in her fucking twat and her tits and shit like that. She literally just spit in the jars or do whatever, right? Yeah. You make some decent cash off of it. But maybe cash isn't everything for everyone, you know? Maybe she has some dignity.
Maybe don't care, but she got her 15 minutes of fame. But hell, it can get better. I'm telling you, next thing you know, I'm thinking gonna be shirts.
Yeah.
Hats, maybe a drink.
I mean, well, do you remember the kid who was like corn, like some little black kid with corn or whatever? He made some money off of his fucking 15 minutes of fame. You know, enough to set him up for a while, you know? Like he's gonna be fine once he hits college and gets his actual pay, like money to fuck around.
I'm sure they're getting up to 100,000.
So I think I think he's gonna be okay. But I think Hawk Tuah, she's gonna be the. I honestly wouldn't be surprised if she sticks around for a little bit. Like, once she was really pretty, like her personality was cool as fuck. Like, people really were fucking with her, you know.
That's why you watch those other.
And she's a good sport about it.
It looked like a pretty good interview that this dude had with her.
Yeah. Well, people were saying that she was like a elementary school teacher and she lost her job and blah blah blah. And
really?
I looked it up and it was bullshit. Yeah, nah, she wasn't elementary. It was just some bullshit they were saying to like
on them damn kids. Shut up.
Fuck them kids.
FTK.
But yeah, so there was that. I already told you about the dog thing with the ugly ass dog. That dog is pretty fucking ugly. I don't think it's the ugliest dog I've ever seen.
Yeah.
There was definitely some uglier ones, but it's the ugliest one this year. So it definitely deserves that at least.
You think dogs understand that?
What? How ugly they are?
Yeah.
No. I don't think so.
Do you think my dog understands how fat he is? Because every time somebody sees him, like, damn, he's fat. Well, hey, man, give him a break.
I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think dogs have that feeling.
But if everybody says it to him, you think that's her name?
He probably would respond to it, like if you just called him fat ass all the time or something like that.
Because
they probably respond.
My bathroom just got done. Then they sent the cleaner over today, and she was like, "Hey, I heard about your dog. Can I see your dog?" And I showed her the dog. She's like, "Hey, he's fat." I'm like, "Yep, thanks, appreciate it."
Damn, just blunt.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus.
He's like, "You're just a little fat boy," and I'm like, "He has feelings too, you know."
You gotta console him later.
Yeah, exactly.
Dad, why did she say that to me?
Here goes a treat. Here, you deserve it.
Yeah, just eat your feelings away.
That's probably what he does.
You just reminded me of what is it called? I think everybody just could see up my fucking hairy ass nose. 500-pound life or something like that. It has that Dr. Nazarian.
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about.
No one talking about Dr. Now.
I don't know when you said the 500-pound life or some shit like that.
Yeah, well, he's this short little doctor with like I don't even know where he's from, to tell you the truth. His accent is so like Florida. Strange to me. He's not from Florida.
Everybody. If you don't know where they're from Florida.
He's definitely like European, if I had to guess, or even like, or maybe Greek or something like that. I can't put my finger on, but anyway, I bought some stickers of his and I put them on the fridge, and it says like, one of them says like it's like you could have lost 30 pounds 30 pounds this month. Like, just like random
your
shit that he
motivation
fucking
for
says. It's supposed to be my motivation for the challenge. Yeah. Like, I look at it and I'm just like, don't be so fucking fat, you piece of shit.
You're right.
You're right, Dr. Now.
Yeah.
So, speaking of the weight challenge, what the hell was it? You were telling me this, actually, and I agree with you, which is ironic because both of us are kind of out of shape in our own, in different ways, right?
Oh, I admit
you do not like overweight people giving you advice on health.
Yeah, and that's the same thing. I mean, like some people ask me, like, man, you should be like, you ever thought about being a personal trainer? I said, nope, because there's no way I don't feel comfortable giving people advice on how to do something when I'm like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't, don't ever take my, just like the advice on the podcast. Don't take
coaches coach, they don't play.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, yeah, I was like, so yeah, I just, somebody gives me advice and I'm just like, man, that's cool, man. Why don't you do that shit? You know, like,
yeah. No, I understand that. But I always find myself giving advice to people I don't need to give advice to. I have a cousin who's literally, he's like a runner. You know, he fucking does this shit all the time. And then here's my fat ass. Yeah, I come out and I'm like trying to give him advice of, yeah, man, all you got to do is blah, blah, blah. Yeah, and like, he just looks at me. He's like,
you always stretch before and after you run.
Like I tell him, like, yeah, man, you should drink, try this pre-workout. It works really well, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, try that little liquid IV, you know.
Yeah,
first
and he just looks at me like,
IV was in Missouri. You should try that liquid IV.
I've been using it for a long time.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, I try to give him advice or whatever, and he just looks at me like, and then I catch myself. I'm like, what the fuck am I doing? Like, why am I trying to like give this dude advice? Like, he obviously knows, he's forgotten more than I've ever known about running, you know? But I don't know. I just fucking have a real bad habit of definitely doing that. So I apologize if I'm that annoying guy to you guys. If I ever give you health advice, I probably shouldn't. If you ever, honestly, you know what? I take it back because I'm not sorry. If you're listening to this podcast and you're like, oh, this guy's fucking advice sounds like something I should be listening to.
He knows what he's talking about.
You're a goddamn moron because we do not know what the fuck we were talking about. Look at this.
Look at this.
Like, this is what happens if you listen to me.
Is this what you want? Is this what you want?
Yeah.
Just like we were talking about earlier about as you get older, you start gaining weight. I think I shot my metabolism down when I was fucking 17 when I started drinking. My metabolism was like, okay, I quit. You seem to.
So you used to be skinny? You were skinny when you were younger?
Yeah. I was. I think when I joined the Navy, I was 154.
Wow. Okay. Wow. That is. Yeah, you were thin.
Yeah, I was skinny as shit.
Damn. Yeah, no, I was 154 when I was like in fucking 6th grade, dude.
Yeah.
Like I was a chubby boy. But the thing is, like, okay, so here's my thing. When I was growing up, I wasn't exactly like fat, but in my mind, I was very fat, right? So I was probably like around like 180 or something like that, honestly, right? And that was like in high school, right? And I think I got up to maybe at most 200 while I was in high school going into college. And I started putting weight on like when I was in the military, as crazy as that sounds, right? Like it was like,
me too.
That's when I started blowing up. And the heaviest I was in the military was 245. And I was like, how the fuck do you manage to get that heavy in the military, you know?
Yeah. So I gained about,
pretty big,
the heaviest
pretty
I
nuts.
was in the Navy was 215.
Yeah, no, I fucking blew you out of the water. I'm 245 right now. Like right now.
Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. So you lost weight? Fuck.
No.
You were 249 like 2-3 weeks ago.
Yeah. So I was 245 basically the last time I measured myself. So yeah, I was basically this weight in the military when I got out or around the time I got out. And it's just kind of crazy to me. And I'm like, how the hell did I even manage to like get this big in the military? And luckily for me, like you and I both, we're pretty muscular underneath our fucking fat, right?
Yes,
like we got pretty big muscle.
And
I think that's kind of what saved me, you know, is the fact that like I'm a little bigger and shit like that. Yeah. So like it you know, with their measurements of things, like it was like, okay, he's at 22 or whatever the fucking the number was. When in fact I was definitely not at 22. I was more at like fucking 32, you know? So that was just like something, but I think you're right. As you get older,
the food that we eat on the ship.
Yeah, it's all carbs. It's all carbs and fucking like, you don't do anything. You're very sedentary for fucking, months at a time. You're just chilling. You wake up, you fucking go sit in a space somewhere. You don't do anything really. You rarely ever fucking, even if you did work out daily, like you're really not doing anything else during the day.
Yeah, if you work out, then you go eat a meal.
Yeah.
You just worked out for nothing, really.
Yeah, and there's really nothing to, like, you don't really have a ton of options,
Yeah.
So, I don't know. Other people manage to keep the weight off. So, I mean, we obviously just sucked at it.
That's the ones that got the high metabolism, man. Them motherfuckers.
They were also a lot younger and things like that, which goes back to, as you get older, your metabolism slows down.
Hell,
right?
Man, my dad's still small. I don't know how the fuck.
I don't know, man. Genetics, I guess. He just got lucky.
He smokes like a broke stove. Maybe it's the cigarettes. Maybe I need to start
Could be.
smoking.
A lot of people who smoke, lose weight from it. I don't know if it's the nicotine in it or what. I'm not recommending. You know what? Here's, again, don't listen to fucking, this is more health advice. Go ahead and go smoke to lose weight, guys.
If you want to lose weight, smoke some crack.
Go take some cocaine and smoke. That'll do you some good. But yeah, so I agree with you that as you get older, obviously people get heavier and things like that. There's some people I've known for a very long time, and you see them back from, high school to where they are now, and people change. Like people fucking change. Some for the better, some for the worst.
Yeah. But what's so funny? Like I think that people rough. Like around my parents' age, I think they don't eat as much because I think they just get full quicker or something.
I agree. I think their bodies just don't need it. Like they don't need that much energy.
Parents, man, both of my parents are small.
Really?
Yeah. My dad's neighbor came in Father's Day my dad cooked some ribs and gave them to the neighbor. And I never met the guy. And then so when he came in the house, he saw me because I was sitting, me and my dad watched TV. Like, damn, that's a big boy. I said, yeah, I got my weight from my dad. We just started laughing at it.
Yeah.
But my dad probably weighs like 160 or something like that. He's small.
Oh, wow, yeah. Yeah, he's thin. Damn, you're like almost 100 pounds heavier than him.
Hey, keep it down, all right? I got feelings too. Just like my dog, I got feelings.
I'm sorry. But yeah, do you notice that, like, for your kids, have they gained weight?
My son, but what's so funny is they can lose it easily. Like my daughter, she lost all that weight from the baby.
Yeah.
And man, she was losing that weight quick, man. I looked at her.
I'm sure.
How much weight have you been losing? I think she's smaller than one before she got pregnant.
Oh, damn.
And she don't do nothing. She don't work out or nothing.
Yeah. That's just your parents' genetics, I guess, passed on to her.
Yeah, it took mine.
And your youngest is small.
Yeah, she's small. She's probably going to be small because my ex is small.
Do you think your son is going to take after you? Like bigger frame and shit?
I think my son's probably set in his way. Well, I was always worried about my middle one. Because my middle one was always my identical.
Yeah,
and I was worried that she was just going to sit there. Because she used to work at Fat Tuesdays at the sandwich shop. And she just eat whatever she wanted. I was like, hey, man, you might want to slow down. I was like, I don't want you to turn out like me.
Yeah.
But I'm surprised. I say she's been losing that weight.
You don't want her to be a beautiful Filipino English man.
Yeah, exactly. Weighing 245.
Understandable.
Yes.
Yeah, my mom is small. And it's funny because she's in her 70s, but you would never guess like that she's in her 70s. Honestly, she's still spry and moves around and like she's thin. Yeah. She doesn't think she's thin because she's got that typical mentality like I'm so fat, but she's not. My dad was heavier before he passed, but he lost. Obviously, when he was passing, he lost some weight due to being sick. But he was just a bigger guy his whole life. That's just how he was. And that side of my family is who I take after 100%. Like we have the bigger frames and we hold our weight just completely different than, my mom's side of the family. I don't know
where I got my frame from. I have to get it from my dad's side of the family.
The mailman.
I know, right? I never met him.
You ever met the mailman? What if you met the mailman and he's built exactly like you?
I was born in England and they still delivered milk. So maybe it could be the milkman too.
Yeah. I'm serious though. Like, how would you feel if you met the milkman and you two were fucking twins?
I'm gonna tell the dude he fucking screwed my life. I got sleep apnea. It hurts when I run. How did you make it? I just gave up.
Give me your tips. He's like, you want health advice from this?
Yeah, exactly. You want to look like this? That's your advice. Change your life or look like this.
This is what you get. Oh, good shit. Yep. So I forgot what the fuck I was even talking about. There was
start off with our
weight loss thing. Yeah. So yeah, we're still doing our weight loss challenge. Seems to be going decently enough, I guess.
I haven't weighed myself since last time, but I tell you one thing, man. I told you about my running journey that it just felt like my ankles were going to explode. So I've been getting on the assault bike. You ever been on an assault bike?
Yes, those things are fucking intense. They're meant for hit workouts.
And that's what I do. So I sprint 10 seconds, I rest 20, sprint 10, and I do 10 intervals of that. And that's when I first get to the gym. Then I go do my weightlifting. Halfway through my weightlifting, I go do another 10 intervals on the bike. Yeah. Then I go finish my weights. When I get done weights, I do another 10 intervals on the bike.
Nice. That's good, actually. That's really good. Yeah. So my thing is I also integrated sprints, basically. Not necessarily sprints, but it's so basically I'm running for as hard as I can for as long as I can. And I try to do that 3 to 4 times, right? When I'm going on my runs. And I actually just had a personal record from my app, from the Couch to 5K app that I've been using to kind of keep track of it. And I ran, so literally with my sprints, it was 1.5 miles. Not consistently sprinting, but over those 4 sprints, you put it all together, it was 1.5 miles. It was 1.55 miles for running as hard as I could for as long as I could for 4 times. And it took me, 1.5 miles to do that. So I was pretty happy. Like I was pretty excited about it. And by the time that's over, dude, I am fucking dying. Like I'm dying, covered in sweat. Plus, I mean, the whole sweat thing, I don't really know because you step outside here.
How was that?
You step outside here in Florida. Oh yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah, you step outside and you're just automatically covered in sweat because it's so fucking muggy and sweaty.
As soon as you step outside, it punches you right in the face, and there's nothing you can do about it. Yeah,
it makes it really difficult to breathe. Like that's the whole thing. It's like it just weighs down your lungs. I gotta run with a CPAP machine.
Exactly.
Just hook that shit up. Run it down. Excuse me. Damn, I got some shit in my throat.
But the hardest thing I'm having is eating, man. That's my hardest thing.
Yeah, that's usually the hardest thing. Like I'm having trouble with it too. Yeah, me too. So like it just sucks. It's like I'll go out and I'll be like, fuck, man. I don't want to wait to go home to eat. You know, and then like I actually have been fairly good in comparison to how bad I could be, I guess. Cause like I'll go and if I'm somewhere that has like that I normally would get like chicken wings and like pizza or some shit like that, right? Yeah. I'll grab like I had a Cobb salad. I had one of these places, a fucking massive Cobb salad, but it was huge, you know? So it's just like, is it really better for me than the pizza and the wings?
That's what I want. So I've been buying bags of lettuce. And a bag of lettuce will not lettuce, but salad. It's a salad kit, and a bag will last me it'll last me a day. I'll eat it for 3 meals. Yeah, and then I look at the back of it, which it says it's 170 calories per serving, and there's 3 servings in there. So I'm like, okay, I guess that's not that bad if I eat this whole bag in a day.
Yeah, no, it's not bad, but you got to eat something more than that. Like you can't just survive on fucking like. Yeah, I was gonna say like you have to add stuff because
Walmart they take the rotisserie chickens and they shred them up, and I just buy that shit, just throw a handful in each salad that I eat.
Yeah, that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
But then again, I find myself hungry again.
Of course, but you look like you've lost a cup of weight, or not a cup of weight, but a little bit of weight.
Thank you, man. I appreciate it.
Yeah, good.
It's keep up whatever you're doing. Back a little bit farther.
That's it. I put a filter on. I put a waist filter on. Or cheek filter on me.
But see, my whole thing is I think you have to wait because they always say like just give it at least 21 days.
That's the thing. Yeah, they say 3 weeks.
And that's what I think I'm going to try to stick with it for that long. And I think maybe that's when I'll start seeing results. I feel better.
I think that's what it is. That's good. Yeah. That's the thing, man. And once you like, and I'm not just saying, I'm not trying to give you more fucking health advice.
I got some advice from here. So fight for this big motherfucker.
Here we go again.
What you might want to start doing is
you just got to do it for 21 days, Mike. That's it.
Exactly. That's it.
That's it. Just do it. It's easy. No more pizza, no more wings, nothing like that. That don't work.
Hell, switch to crack,
Yeah.
Crack's only 7 days. I mean,
Yeah, it's obviously it's hard. Like it's literally like an addiction, man.
Yeah.
You know, like it's like your body's physically addicted to stuff. Cause like I know I'll be driving around and I'll just get like these fucking massive cravings for like something
and
so
you just
stupid.
go out for a run. You just stop the car and just go run.
Totally. I just start running from there with all my camera shit.
Yeah, exactly.
I have that much willpower. I just run from house to house.
You know what I haven't done lately? I haven't ran. Let me go run and stop the car and just run.
Just abandon the car.
Exactly. I'll be back.
Yeah. No, but it is really hard. Like I don't I think it's good though that you and I are at least attempting this, you know?
Yeah, like I said, it gives us something to shoot forward to.
It does. It gives us something to shoot for.
If I would have do this, I wouldn't be doing this fucking assault bike shit.
I don't think I would even be doing anything either.
I wouldn't be eating fucking salads, but I need to.
Yeah, no, me too. Today I did not do too well. I had, for dinner, I had a Jamaican pork thing. Like a fucking peppered Jamaican pork, like jerk pork.
Man.
Dude, that shit was delicious. I'm not gonna lie, it was fucking good.
You should go get another one.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna go run there.
Yeah, you deserve it.
But yeah, they were really good. I was like, I just couldn't fucking like stop my craving. As stupid as it sounds, it's really, really hard. And you people out there know it's fucking hard. So I know some of you out there are thinking like, no, look at this fat idiot. He's going to fucking kill himself doing this.
Advice to each other. That's why they're not getting
it's
nowhere.
Hard.
They give advice to each other. Two fat motherfuckers giving advice to each other. That's why they're not getting nowhere.
Well, you know what you got to do, Mike.
I've been doing that.
This is how you do it. You got to go grab yourself some jerk pork.
Jerk pork. Run a mile every fucking hour.
And then eat a pork after that.
Yes.
It'll replenish your protein. You'll feel better.
You'll be good to go.
Yeah, we're just full of good health advice.
Exactly.
That's it. Fucking
perfect.
We're amazing.
Health.
Yeah, we're both the epitome of health here. That's it. But anyway, what is some things that you guys out there think that we should be doing to lose weight?
Give us some solid advice.
We need some help. So
we can't have all the ideas.
Yeah, we can't keep helping all y'all. You got to give us something. All right, so go ahead and leave those comments in the section down below. Oh, hey, so my house, I almost burned my fucking house down.
That's cool. Congratulations.
Thanks.
You trying to make an insurance claim? But the housing market is ridiculous.
No, my fucking, so I have my new computer, right? And
shit.
It's a great, dude, it's awesome. Like, I love this computer.
Okay.
And I have it plugged into a surge protector, right? Or I had it plugged into a surge protector.
Yeah.
And the surge protector, yeah, of course. That surge protector is plugged into the wall, and that was how my shit was powering. So I was kind of just hanging out, whatever, and then I was playing WoW, right? And I started smelling something being kind of like, I was like, oh, it smells like fucking plastic is burning.
Bow.
Well, I started smelling like plastic's burning, right? And I was like, what the fuck is this? And then all of a sudden, the computer just turns off, right? Like, just turned off. But nothing else in the room turned off. It was only the computer and basically my immediate space around me. Whatever was plugged in here is what turned off.
Yeah.
So I went and I checked the breaker, and the breaker was fine. And I was like, okay, so it's not the breaker. And I should have realized that before I even checked the breaker because everything else was on, except for this little area. So anyway, I came back and I looked under the desk and I noticed that the surge protector was off. So I tried to turn it back on. Didn't work. So, all right. So I pulled out the fucking outlet, right? To test the different circuit breaker. Dude, the outlet was fried. Yeah. Like the fucking thing was just cooked. So I was like, God damn it. I was like, it blew up my fucking thing. But the thing is, I'm so glad that my computer wasn't plugged directly into the outlet because the surge protector, dude, was completely like the plug area was melted. Like fucking melted. And that would have been my cable for my computer had, all that shit would have just fried my computer. So I was very grateful that surge protector did its job.
That's why you plug it in those surge protectors.
Yeah. So I was like, damn, man, I'm glad I did that. So yeah, I ended up just replacing. I learned how to replace an outlet. I've never done that before. Have you ever done any electrical work like that?
I'm scared, but I have, like with the outlet thing. Even though I cook the breaker and everything, I always think the wires are live, no matter what.
You don't have I call it a multimeter. Some people call it a multimeter.
No, the little thing you walk in and check.
Yeah, electrical prongs on it.
I don't have time for that shit.
You don't have one of those?
The damn circuit breaker off, then I go out there. All right, let's go. We're
Give
ready.
it the old finger test.
Yeah. I throw water on it first, see what happens. Okay, this spark. Okay.
That's it. Just shove a fork into the outlet, make sure it's good.
All right, it worked.
Yeah, no, but I check it with the multimeter because I have one. I'm pretty comfortable with like electricity in that sense, I guess, like checking things. Just because of my job in the Navy, we had to check voltages and shit like that. So like I know how to use one of those pretty good.
I don't trust them. That's so scary.
But yeah, so it was, it fried. And I changed it out. I learned how to change my shit.
Pop in my damn the circuit. When the breakers pop, I jump when those things pop.
Oh, really? Yeah. I wouldn't change. I wouldn't go changing a circuit. Like if a circuit breaker like actually blew like the fuse, I would never go and fuck with that. Like that, I'll be like, you know what? I'm good. I'm not gonna fuck with it.
I'm afraid to cut them back on because you always see the movies how they get sparks and those little fucking things.
Oh yeah,
I'm always thinking that's just gonna happen.
Yeah, no, that's probably the statistics of that happens pretty fucking low.
It never happened to me, but I always picture it happen. Like, oh shit,
yeah. Dude. when I was a kid, I was probably like 13 or 14 years old. We had a pool in my backyard. And the pool, it was an above ground pool, and it had like there was a power box.
Toaster.
No, it was like a power box. Basically, like it was like a pole with the on-off switch attached to the pole, right?
Yeah.
And it had a little plastic cover on the front, whatever. That's how you would close up, keeps the rain out and the elements or whatever. Yeah. It was fucking pouring rain once, and my parents were gone for like the weekend or something. It was just me and my sister at the house. And they called me and they're like, hey, listen, we left the pool on. Can you go turn it off? And I was like, yeah, sure. No problem. So I fucking go out and dude, it's pouring rain at this point. Right. And this power box for the pool, it was just a bunch of loose cables in there. And you had to kind of like shove your hand through the cables to get to the fucking switch in the back. I don't know why I was in the back. So I fucking shoved my hand in there and I fucking go to turn the fucking thing off. Dude, I blacked out. Like electricity hit me so hard, I was literally unconscious. Yeah. So yeah, I woke up and I was in the fucking rain, just soaking wet. I don't know how long I was out there, maybe like 10, 15 minutes, who knows?
Yeah.
Right? But I was knocked the fuck out. It felt like somebody hit me with a bat.
Did you wake back up and turn off the
I woke up and the fucking pool was off. But I'm saying, I'm pretty sure that was because it fucking blasted me.
Hell yeah, fucking shot.
Yeah, it shocked the fuck out of me, dude. Yeah, that was the worst electrocution I ever had. Like that shit hurt.
Good thing you don't remember.
No, I don't remember most of it. I don't remember like what the fuck happened. I just remember reaching in and that was the end of that. So I'm glad I didn't get stuck in it. Like whatever the fuck happened, it blew me back.
At least it threw you off.
Yeah.
I remember I was changing a light on the ship and then I was touching where the starter went.
Yeah.
And man, I felt like a little shock. I was like, damn, what was that? So I touched it again. I was like, damn, that shit feels fun. I touched that shit like 4 fucking times. Like a fucking idiot. Like I was just like, man, was that right? Am I getting shocked right now? Like
it was probably grounded to the fucking instead of like where it's supposed to be grounded to, it was grounded to the actual fixture. So you were just touching the fixture and getting zapped.
Yeah, it was just a straight tingling feeling through my whole body. I was like, damn, what was that all about? So
what is happening right here?
Yeah, that was cool.
We had this pipe on the ship that it was a water pipe, right? But you know how it had the coverings on it, like that foam covering on them to keep the chilled water cold? It was like insulation. Yeah. They were like insulated, some of the pipes. Well, anyway, this pipe had a slit in the fucking pipe. And people used to go up to that pipe and like fucking shove their fingers in it, right? But the thing is, there had to be like mold or something in that fucking pipe, dude. Because after you finger blasted it, it was like your fingers smelled so fucking bad. Like horrible.
So people would just finger blast this little fucking hole on fucking watch.
Yeah, this little slip, this little slit of pipe. Yeah, they would go and fucking shove their fingers into it. But the thing is, we used to trick new people who came to the who were like part of the division. You're like, hey man, can you check that pipe? Like we think there might be a water leak in there. So like they'd go over and just shove their fingers into it and they'd be like, yeah, I think there is a water leak. And then be like, hey, what does that smell like? And then they'd smell it and they'd be like, oh God, what the fuck? and then we'd be like, oh, come here, we'll give you we'll give you the fucking like some hand sanitizer. Dude, hand sanitizer made it smell like 10 times worse. Yeah. Like it was, I don't know what it did. It just fucking like activated this fucking mold. Yeah. So we fucking, let's just give you some hand sanitizer.
And then CHT pipe.
Bro, it was bad. It was fucking bad. But yeah, we did that to so many people. And good times. Everybody loved fingering that pipe. Yeah. So good shit.
Let me try that again. Yeah, it's still wet up there.
It's still wet. I don't know. And then like I remember they made us fix it, like actually like fucking get rid of it. So like we just fucking lost all our fun.
Yeah,
so
you just lost all your fun.
Lame ass fucking losers wanting the ship to be good. How dare they? Anyway, that's pretty much all I got. I don't even remember what that topic was supposed to be.
Electricity. No.
Something about electricity, maybe burning my house down. I don't know.
It started off with burning your house down. Yeah.
Anyway, hopefully you guys learned something just now to not burn your houses down. And if you have any electricity tips, we'd love to hear your thoughts in the comments down below. So Mike, let's just go ahead and do our questions portion of the show. Choose a question between 1 and 404.
Have I said 400 yet?
I'm going to check. I don't believe so. No, you have not. So we will do 400.
400.
All right, let me just take note of this. 400 is one that we are now doing. Let me scroll all the way the fuck down, basically. All right, question 400. Okay. What was your favorite board card game growing up? Is it the same now?
What was my favorite board or card game?
Board or card game growing up.
Board, yeah, you know what? I think my board game is, but then I took a break about it. Because growing up, like, I used to always play Clue.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, then so when I got to my, high school years, I switched to playing dominoes. And I played dominoes also for like fucking maybe 20 years.
Dude, I've actually been looking at dominoes sets like lately. Yeah.
And now I'm going back to Clue because I play Clue with my kids now. That's whenever we get together, we do something like during the holidays, we always break out the Clue board.
Nice.
And I got a Clue board at my house. I got one at my parents' house. My daughter has one at her house. My son has one at his house.
Damn.
That way, wherever we go, we always got Clue to play. We all got different boards, too.
Yeah,
They always come out with different fucking rules, too.
Oh, each board has different rules?
Remember the fucking rules and everything.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. But, man, I had the Simpson edition one, man, and I fucking lost that. Well, I just didn't care about it.
Oh, well, now you do.
Yeah, now I do, because now it's like $180 for that fucking board.
Oh, damn. So it was like a collector's thing now.
Yeah, motherfucker.
Damn. Yeah, that kind of sucks.
And then, like I said, I switched to dominoes in high school because when me and my buddies get together, that's all we play is dominoes.
Yeah.
We play
my family used to play a lot of dominoes, depending on who it was. They play this game called Poquino now. That's like the family game. Poquino is basically a bingo game with instead of like bingo cards and like, you know how bingo you pull out the ball or whatever, like
B whatever.
6. Yeah, whatever. Right. This is basically it's a card game where you'll pull a card or pull a thing or whatever, and it'll be like Queen of Spades, right? And if your card that you have has the Queen of Spades, you put a fucking little cover over it. Basically, it's bingo with cards. I don't know. It's popular in Puerto Rico, so my family plays it a lot. Like I said, they used to play a shit ton out of dominoes, but it's kind of shifted to this Poquino game. They have like tournaments. My family has like tournaments of this fucking shit. And it's cool because like sometimes like every year they have like a really big tournament and like the winner, like when they play for the jackpot, wins like $700.
Yeah.
So like, they're playing for like some serious money sometimes, you know?
Usually the winner. I can never get into playing for money. And that's one thing, like me and my buddies, we always said we are never going to play dominoes. Because somebody was like, man, we should play money for this shit. I was like, I can't do that shit.
Not with dominoes. So dominoes can get competitive. Poquino isn't really it's like bingo, dude. It's literally the same. So it's just luck. Purely luck. You know, if they pull your thing, you really can't fuck it up unless you miss something. Like, but that's on your fault if you're not paying attention. Yeah. So it's not like a skill-based thing or anything like that. Like some dominoes, you can have some skills, you know, cards, poker, or something like that. It's all skill.
Poker, I can't play, but I don't even know how to play that shit.
Yeah. Jeff plays poker, and he used to play a lot of poker, and he was good at it. Like, I remember he would win money from, like, different gambling sites or whatever from playing online poker.
I can't do it, man.
Yeah, like joining tournaments and shit.
In the fucking vending machine. You're trying to bet fucking hundreds of dollars.
I don't mind. I don't mind gambling so much. It just depends on what it is. Okay. Like, if it's blackjack, I'll play blackjack, right? Because like I kind of understand the rules. I get it.
Can't really mess that one up.
It's kind of hard to fuck it up. You can get unlucky, sure, but I mean it's not terribly difficult game. It's one of the easier games for sure. Poker, I'm not even going to attempt to get into it because there's so many fucking like different ways that people play, and the fact that it's just a human, it has like a very human element to it of lying, right?
Yeah.
That I don't know. I'm just like, I don't know. Like, I don't want to play this game. Like, you could be lying to me, and I'm
my
fucking
whole life.
Yeah, you were my best friend.
Yeah, I thought I could trust you.
It. So, yeah, that's, I don't know. I wouldn't fuck with that just because, like, I don't feel like I'm that good of a read of people like that. Like, I have a bad habit of trusting people way too quick, you know?
Yeah.
Like, even people who are trying to sell me shit. I'm like, oh, but, you know, he told me that it was like this fucking awesome, blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, I'm just a fucking moron.
Me and
you
my
know?
buddies, we wanted to go to Vegas and watch the domino tournament just to watch. We didn't want to get in it. We just want to watch it just so we could see what the professionals, how do they think? Because like dominoes is almost pretty easy to kind of figure out what's going on.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like it's like 7 of each number. So you should be able to know, seeing how somebody plays, what they're trying to shoot for.
Yeah, what they could have.
The professionals to see like, damn, I wonder if I can see his hand. Yeah. And I wonder if I'll be playing that same way he plays.
Yeah. I think there's a skill involved with the dominoes because like if you can kind of figure out with what you have the kind of play you could keep making. Like, all right, I have these numbers. I know that these other dominoes will work with this number and I can keep chaining it together kind of deal. You know, like some people are very good at that, like making sure shit's quick, doing that. But I don't know. I've never been that great at it. I just like playing dominoes because, like, I think it's fun. But that's, you know, I'm not going to get too crazy with it.
I mean, the best board game is Clue, though.
I don't necessarily agree. I think the best board game, at least for me growing up, was the Operation game. I fucking love that game.
You play with yourself.
No, you play with somebody else.
No, that's all you do.
You don't play alone.
With yourself.
No, you don't play by yourself.
I thought you. You can.
No, well, I mean, you can. You can play Clue by yourself too if you want.
No, you can. No, that's loser status. You're playing Clue by yourself. That's loser status.
But I really liked Operation. I don't know. I just thought it was a really fun game, like trying to get the fucking bones out of the.
I never I think I seen Operation maybe one time.
The game, it's like really.
I just never got in fact like, okay, that's cool. Just pull these little bones out of fucking.
I also played the fuck out of Uno. Like, we used to play Uno all the goddamn time.
Yeah.
So, those were like my two games growing up were Uno and Operation. Were like the two big ones. And Hungry Hippos.
Yeah, Hungry Hippos. That's it. That whole fucking board moves.
Yeah. You don't need to keep that shit.
You get into that shit, yeah.
You're fucking beating it down.
Yeah, so did Hungry, like, did it have just one color marble or one color ball?
That I don't remember, but I think so. I think it was just one color ball.
I'm thinking about it, I said it'd be awesome if they had like different ones that the blue ones are worth this many points.
Oh, like if you would add and subtract, like, hey, okay, if you get blue, you get 3 points. If you get your own color, it's 3 points or something, right?
Exactly, yeah.
Yeah, that would have been pretty cool.
Yeah, I think
but
we gotta
I don't remember. I don't think so. I think it was just one color and then whoever had the most won.
I think they're just white.
Yeah, there was another fun thing that we had. It was like an alligator and you would push his teeth down, and then he would bite you if it was the wrong tooth, right?
Yeah.
And that one was pretty cool. I'm trying to think of other fun games that we had. You remember Life?
We played. I like Guess Who. It was pretty fun.
Guess Who was cool. Yeah. Yeah. Guess Who was cool. You just try to like, I don't know, just figure out the fucking dude's name. And, does he wear glasses?
Put down the ones who...
we would play that, but like we would use stereotypes. Like chances are this person's a bad driver. Like or something like that. This person's father probably went away for milk and didn't come back.
Oh,
like shit like that. Yeah. Yep. This person's definitely someone you'd probably see cutting your lawn. You know, be like, is it Juan? Like, yes. Some shit like that. So that'd be kind of a fun way to do it.
Cards Against Humanity is always fun.
Cards Against Humanity is one of my favorite but that's now. This isn't when I was a kid. Yeah. You know, but dude, Cards Against Humanity had one of the funniest fucking things. I remember, dude, I was laughing so hard I almost threw up. And I still remember it. It was name something you could build a giant statue of. And somebody put a tiny horse.
Best move ever.
I was like, what the fuck? It was they just built a giant statue or in my town they just built a giant statue of and then it was a tiny horse. Yeah.
Small times.
It was so funny to me. Like, I don't know why that was like. And then what was another one? It was like a bukkake full of Spider-Man or something.
Yeah.
It's like some crazy shit. But yeah, that game is a lot of fun. Actually, my sister bought me a bunch of expansion packs for it. So I have so many cards. I probably have over 1,000 cards of.
What I hate about it, I hate like we play Cards Against Man and then everybody starts to get too drunk for it.
Yeah.
That's what sucks. When you had that one person like, bro, it's your turn. And you're just like, man, just go sit down, man. Fuck that. Like,
all right, game's over.
You're ruining the fucking laughter that we're having.
Yeah, that game is fun because if you know who you're playing with, like if you know like that the person's gonna guess your shit, like that's when it's pretty easy to win. Like, yeah, that I don't know. It's a really fun game. I definitely recommend it.
I forgot this game that me and my kids play also. Cause my middle daughter, she's so much into games. And so it's this one where like I write a sentence and then I pass it to this person and that person has to draw a picture to that sentence.
Oh, okay.
That person passes the next person. She only looked at the picture. She has to draw what that person drew. And she has
match the sentence?
Write a sentence to what that person drew. Then they send it to that person. It gets all the way around, man. It just gets all fucked up.
And it's completely different.
Yeah.
That actually sounds pretty fun. When my friends and I were in high school, we did something similar. And I was getting excited because I was like, did this motherfucker do the same thing we did? And it didn't. But basically, it was the same kind of concept. We would write a sentence, and then the next person would have to continue on with the story that we were writing. And we would just pass this fucking paper around for like 30 minutes. And then whenever we were done, we would just read the story. And it was always the most fucking stupid, fucked up, just funny bullshit that was in there. So
and we didn't college class, man.
The funny thing is that you didn't read the whole story. Like you weren't reading it as you went. You just read the previous sentence. Yeah. So that's how the story would continue. It would just eventually make no sense at all. Exactly. But it was a lot of fun, and I actually really remember like having a good time with my buddies doing that shit.
Road trip just to have fun.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah,
I don't think we're doing that with these guys. Yeah, exactly.
Get that shit out of here.
Yep, that's it. I could see that exactly happening with them. But, yep. All right, so before we get out of here, Mike, is there something that you've been enjoying this week that you would like to share with the audience?
I have been decluttering my house.
Oh, nice.
And so I'm at a point now where I get to all my Navy stuff. Okay. And like it doesn't go with my decor. Yeah. So I went out and I bought like a box or a chest type thing. Yeah. And I'm just going to throw it all. Got spider going down, but I'm just going to throw it all in there and just lock it up, man. Because I don't like. I feel like.
Do you feel bad about putting it away? Do you feel bad a little bit?
Not really, but then again, like I have a feeling like my kids and stuff. They're like, why don't you just display it?
Yeah, why don't you display it? That's a good question.
I don't know. Like I said, just don't go with my decor, man. Like
you don't have anywhere in your house you could put that.
No.
Damn.
Like if I put it anywhere in my house, like maybe I could put it like it won't look right in my bedroom. Like because I got like pieces like from when I went to Haiti, I got wooden carvings of the statues, and if I just go put it somewhere, like I thought about having like a bookshelf with all my Navy stuff, which I could probably do that. But then again, that's a pretty big bookcase, and I got to get a modern bookcase and all this shit. But I feel like, damn, that's just gonna be standing out, and I just do it all in a box, man. I'm just gonna put a fucking chain and a padlock on it. My grandkids ever open it one day, and I'll go, okay, we can talk about it.
Yeah, no, I got you. That makes sense. I actually was recently throwing away old military stuff. And I felt kind of bad doing it. Like I was throwing away old coveralls and like old uniforms and shit. Yeah. Taking off my name patches and fucking rank and shit like that.
Man, I washed my recruit ball cap.
Damn.
I washed that shit, and man, you can see the threads coming off after I washed it. I didn't dry it, but I just washed it. Oh man, fuck, man, that head's 26 years old.
Yeah, those threads are holding on by like not much.
Exactly. Yeah.
Damn. Yeah. No, I understand. Like I kept my pea coat. I kept like the Dixie cup. I kept a couple other things, but I threw out a lot of shit. I threw away a lot of like PT gear,
Yes, I got all my command ball caps. I got a set of whites, my blues. I think the blue camis that we had. Yep. My pea coat I left on the ship. My fucking blue cami jacket left that on the ship.
I wish I would have kept those. Yeah, I kept those. Those are expensive, dude. I kept those.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I kept those. I have a pair of boots that I kept.
I got a pair of coveralls. I still got a pair of boots that
I don't have any coveralls anymore.
Work with.
Yeah, I got rid of the coveralls. I got rid of the majority of the camis. I kept the green pair and I kept the blue pair.
Coins in the box. My daughter stole my fucking ribbon rack.
Oh, really?
She took all my ribbons off because she was in ROTC.
Why?
Because she was in ROTC. She needed a ribbon rack for ROTC, so she took all my ribbons off, slid her ribbons on there, went for fucking ROTC. I was like, you motherfucker.
Shit. They had a really nice ribbon rack that had like magnetic. It was like magnetic, and that's what I got.
Those, but you know, they changed that thing. But I thought about doing that just to probably put it on top of the box, like fucking get it mounted and put it on top of the box, so that way you know that that's what that box is.
Yeah, that makes sense. I hear you. It is a weird thing. At least to me, it felt a little weird throwing that stuff away. But I kept enough of it that like I have enough to display. Right?
Yeah.
People come to the house, they can look at my shit, look up like in my office here. They can look over here. I got a whole bunch of fucking Navy shit all over this place. So I got like my belt buckles. I got my Wayne belt buckles.
Like you go to those
try your belt buckle
war assemblies, they always try to talk about the military. Military stand up, and I never them. My kids be like, "Why don't you stand up?" I said, "I don't want nobody to know I made that mistake."
I always stand up. I stand up for that stuff. At like baseball games and shit like that, whenever people just do their little clapping. But I don't know what I've been enjoying this week. I've been teaching myself guitar again.
Have you?
Yeah, I've been playing my guitar a little bit more. Because it's been sitting in its fucking guitar case for a long time. And I don't know. I just opened it up and I was seeing if I still know how to play certain things, right? And I can't remember like songs like I used to. I used to know a bunch of songs how to play. But now I just know chords.
Too, right?
Yeah, self-taught. I taught myself in the Navy.
Yeah.
And it's actually I learned it on first deployment. I just had a lot of extra time and I bought a guitar, so that's it. Yeah, my buddy Davey Prim, he showed me how to play. And he played the harmonica too. Prim, do you remember Prim by any chance? Davey Prim?
Who?
Prim,
yeah. The two M's at the end.
Yep, Primm. Yep, yeah, him. He was the one who taught me how to play guitar. At least the basics of chords, basic easy chords and things like that. And you know, over the course of like 6 months, I got good enough to the point where I could play along songs with him. You know, so it was. Yeah, I was plenty happy. But yeah, so I was just teaching myself guitar again, and it's really nice. I don't know if you remember do you remember Mitch Gainey?
Gainey, yeah. Yeah,
Gainey. I've been talking with Gainey every once in a while too. And he got really back into guitar recently. And he would tell me some music theory thing. And I was trying that for a bit. I can't do it worth the hell because like I don't know if you can tell, but I have some really fucking honkers for hands.
Sausages.
Yeah, these fucking things are bad boys. But yeah, so it's kind of hard to play a lot of guitar stuff. But it is what it is. But yeah, I've been having a good time with that. And that's
I always want to learn how to play the harmonica so I can sit on my fucking patio down here in South Louisiana and just.
I feel like you should play the ukulele. You look like a ukulele player.
Ukulele was on my thing too. Just a little guitar, just. Yeah,
you look like a ukulele player.
Exactly.
That's it. A ukulele or a fiddle.
I need to play the recorder. I used to be a beast.
So there was a joke I heard about there was a joke I heard about a fiddle. Because it's literally just a violin. A fiddle and a violin are fucking the same exact instrument. But it's just how they're played is whether or not they're a fiddle or a fucking violin. But it was like a person who plays a violin, the violin has strings, right? But if you're playing a fiddle, it has strangs.
Oh, strang.
I was like, that's fucking... Exactly. I was like, I like that. They had them strangs. But anyway, that's about all we got. You got anything else, Mike?
No, good to go for next week.
Anyway, if you've enjoyed hanging out with us, please go ahead, like, subscribe, share, comment. All those things really do help us out with the algorithm. If you want to see more of us, you can find us on Facebook and Spotify. On Facebook and Instagram. And if you want to hear the audio versions of us, just to hear our sexy ass voices, then you can find us on Spotify. And remember, bad decisions always make for the best stories. Peace out.
Peace.
Audio Jungle.